Hi, welcome to Aqua Occult Tarot. I'm going to be doing a reading about the karmic and what she promised the masculine when they first met, and more importantly, how he was single when they first met and how she pretty much could have been anyone. So the first card that I drew is the Seven of Cups. So this is the illusion card. It's basically saying that there is a divide between what is real and what is fantasy. So he meets this karmic cat, and she is in a whole nother world. He is thinking that he wants to be with her. And I drew the Eight of Wands card from the Tarot of Sexual Magic deck. So this man is thinking that he is going to climb the stairway to heaven with this Seven of Cups cat. She tells him, I can make your dreams come true. I can show you the way to heaven. I can give you your one step option out of your past relationships. Like, I can take you there. I can get you there. Like, believe me, you know, like, she just simply says, like, you gotta believe me. And it's like a spell from the beginning. Just looking at these two cards together, it just looks a little bit insane. Like, definitely you cannot trust it, but we know that divine masculine is all about trust. So then we start going into the, what's this card called? Temperance card. So everything's calm and everything has, like, the first impression was really rough, but he was so sure that it was just like a weird first impression and that it was all in his head, which is exactly what she told him from day one. So now it has subsided, the crazy energy, she's in control. She's now saying, like, if you hang out with me, you can get, like, waterfalls and, like, water lilies and, like, fish, anything that is peaceful and alive is, like, let's just think about, like, alternative realities and, like, different worlds kind of thing. So she has successfully gone to I guess you could say day number 2 or hangout number 2 with this man, and she's pretty much promising him, like, a lot of really juicy things. And then she presents the Lover's card to him. So she's saying, wow, I like you so much. You're everything I could have hoped for and more. You're way better than my exes from the past. Like, why is she even bringing the guy or the guys up? But he's still believing that he can, like, take on this illusion card and, like, come out to be what was at the bottom of the deck, which is the King of Wands, which is, like, a really kind and strong masculine who has a lot of responsibilities. And one of his responsibilities includes resting in the trees, but it also includes taking time out of his day to feed the birds. So, so these cards fell out. So we have the Knave of Wands, which is some sort of communication right now with like the truth, and like, you know, it's like auditioning for something, going like, can I please get your approval? And the card of the Six of Coins, which is that we've lost someone. He's really gonna be hard to save at this point. So I'm gonna leave the underside of the deck right there, and let's try to move forward with the reading. So where I left off is she's telling him how much she cares for him, and it's really sounding good to him. But then on the fourth day, or the fourth hangout, when he needs her the most, she's nowhere to be found. She has retreated. She's alone. She's with her own imagination. She's planning things. We don't know what dark things she could be thinking of, but it's coming together. So now he's really hooked, because it's like she shows him what he could have. Things turn into normal energy, then they turn into like romantic feelings, and then it turns into retreat. And we all know that the moment a lover starts to retreat, that you naturally would want to move forward and not have space between you. So that's where he's at right now. He's wondering why there's space between them when everything was, from the sexual tarot deck, I guess you could say, just fairness should have been, like, it's like, why wouldn't she be there? Like, there must be some way to fix it. In his mind, he's probably thinking, well, if she's disappearing, then I'll have to just trap her in the same way she trapped me. So now we don't know what's going on, but I would have to say that for pulling cards from the sexual tarot magic deck, I really didn't get that sexual of cards. So I don't think it's sex that is bringing these two together. It must be just some weird identity that they both share, that they like, because she's fooling him and he's fooling her. So everyone else is fooled, and I mean, let's just keep reading. So now this masculine is stuck after facing the truth of kind of how things are going to be from now on. Is we drew the moon card, so he's falling into the water, about to see what his subconscious mind was telling him all along. It's finally gonna like get him wet and like wake him up, and everything will be visible now. And the next card that pops out is the Devil card. So clearly she was using him as a pawn in her life so she could make someone from her past jealous. But the joke's on her, because the guy from her past don't get jealous. And why would you want to be stuck with someone when your goal was to use them? So now we have the Eight of Wands, which is telling this masculine to literally hurry the F up. And I drew the Two of Swords, which is make a decision, because your divine feminine is making decisions. Every man she comes in contact with, she has to decide, do I want to give him a try or not? And she's in that situation right now. There's a man touching her chin with a rose, leaning in, asking her if she wants to do something with him, and she's considering it. It's looking like she hasn't been touched in a while, and she wants to make sure it's gonna be a good choice for her. So we're getting this card for the masculine that's saying to hurry the F up and take what you need and run for the hills. And like, and I drew the Magician card. So it's really saying you are in control. You might not think you're in control, but you are, and you're creating it every single step of the way. So here you are with everything you've created. So it's like, what are you going to do about it? And then we draw the Five of Wands card. So he's somehow going to incorporate this Five of Wands energy into his solution for himself only, by the way, because he tried to help this devil, and let's just say she helped herself and then some. So I mean, he got to see what he needed to see. He got the Lover's card upright. You know, that was a pretty clear feeling and message for him. You know, the Hermit card, when she retreated, was a pretty clear message. Same with the very first impression, the Illusion card. It was from the start just something that she shows up when there's a single man who just went through a breakup. She's just there waiting to test you and to ask you if you're ready to move on. And she definitely gave this man a lot of time to think about it, and she definitely played her cards right. It seems like the only thing she gained from this reading alone was justice somehow in her own life, showing this masculine who she is. Definitely gives her power over everyone involved. So the only way out is to accept the wand and to make a run for it and to leave the beginning behind, as well as half of the second chapter. So this masculine is in, I would have to say, 2/3 deep, but he can always take his last breath and just get the heck out of there.